Alright, our instrument of the week is the drum set. We have many parts of the drum set, and I'm going to show you them closer in just a minute, but just so you can hear them, we start with the bass drum. That's down here. Then we go to the second lowest, which is the floor tom. I'll show you that in a minute. The middle two toms. And the highest of the drums is the snare drum. Also, right here, we have the hi-hat. And I'm actually doing that with my foot, I'm moving it. You might hear sounds from my hi-hat that sound like this. Alright, so it's kind of a neat effect. A lot of people play it closed, but you may hear that a lot in some tunes. Now we have two cymbals up here. We have two, and they're two different kinds. They're slightly different sizes. This is the crash cymbal, and this is the ride cymbal. You should hopefully be able to hear the difference between the two. The crash cymbal is just to more or less to accent things, beats in the music, and to really help bring the music together. Alright? Now the ride cymbal can be used as an alternative to the hi-hat. You might have. So I'm putting the drums together. Now that's the cool part about the drum set, is that you can put the different sounds together. And actually the stool I'm sitting on is called the throne. Isn't that funny? Like I'm a king or something. So the drummer might be drumming along. They might get tired of that sound and then they'll go over here. Or you might hit up towards this crown area. Or there's other uses as well. You can do effects like this. Then I just use the stick, hold it across. And that's kind of neat too. These toms, I have an extra tom. The original drum set only had the top one and the low one. But it helps you make something called drum fills. So that's kind of how the drum set works. It's pretty neat, and you have people who are very talented that can do amazing things on the drum set. But here's one drum bit from a song from a movie back in the day. So that's a little bit about the drum set. Alright, I'll show you the parts in just a minute. Alright, let's begin our tour of the drum set. Right now you're looking at the bass drum. A bit of trivia about this drum set before we go any further is that it was my dad's drum set. And when I was a teenager, I actually went through and I took all these pieces off the hardware and shined them up. So anyway, again, that's the bass drum. This is the ride cymbal. Okay, let's go over to the crash cymbal. Excellent. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of fun, actually. Alright, so this is the hi-hat. You can see some of my high-tech lighting over here. And then remember I told you that it worked with that pedal. The snare drum is pretty neat. It has pieces of metal that go from here to here, and they make that sound. Floor tom's over here. And then you have the other two toms. Now you might be thinking, how do you play the bass drum? That's easy. Oh, let's see if I move my leg. You can see it. That is the bass drum pedal. And if I bring that right here, my foot here, Alright, so this is kind of a drummer's view. So, and let's see, so if I do this, and then I might go ahead and go, and then, so that's a little bit of the drum set. So again, the instrument of the week, the drum set. Hi-hat, crash cymbal, ride cymbal, toms, floor tom, bass drum, and snare drum. Maybe someday you'll play the drum set in school or in a band. Who knows? Hope you learned something today about the drum set, our instrument of the week.